6, where Benji ended up coming out on top, but it's so difficult to play on this one. The players who get all the way up, and look how far it's even going down to the southeast. Oh my goodness, this is so difficult. That is a steep drop if it continues to go southeast.
And it's gonna, if it drops off, it's more than likely gonna come back. We know it goes up and down, as Stormy Right is making his game go up here as he's gonna get that elimination there. Another one just kind of fell into his lap there. He didn't really have the best rotation with that launch pad into the crash pad, but made it work, and now in zone is getting pressured by Flixie, but he's looking good. Well, as I say that, he gets beamed down to very low HP, but he's got the floppers and the Slurfish inventory, so I'm not too concerned about his position there in zone. It was a very, very good couple of elims, but where he is, if zone pulls down this mountain, ball is right, it is going to be very, very steep, and those players down there are going to have such an easy time to get tags onto these players rotating down, and if you use all your crash pads, all your launch pads to get down, you've got nothing else to get up, so you are hoping for somebody like Diablo to use one down. It does. It pulls down the mountain.
Oh my goodness. I actually kind of prefer... Oh, Nate goes down. I didn't realize that was Nate on the other side of that. Diablo will take advantage of that. They all, unfortunately, still had to move on that 5th zone. Now pressure, lobby focus from so many angles. Oh no. Get back up. That's his only hope. He's going to crash pad out instead, but I think that's just going to incur more lobby focus. Though they all shift focus finally down the hill. I was going to say, the fact that 5th zone pulls here, the half in, half out, all the way down, makes it so that players can kind of comfortably go all the way to low ground. And Cammy's already there because everybody has to come off the mountain. There's not a single elevation that is up there, although a lot of people might stay up on the very edges and try to tarp in a little bit. But at least everybody's on even footing if it does go right back up.
And Cammy looking to secure that. He says, you know what? I want more crash pads. I want more loot. I want to make sure I get myself up there. And he takes down Biflox there really quickly and decisively. And that's not something we've seen in Europe competitive right now. Is it already in the zone, dead center, decides, you know what? I'm going to take a player out. I'm going to decisively do this. Cammy with a very, very smart heads-up play to do that. Did net more crash pads as well for himself. As Zone is pulling in, though, he's scouting every which way that he can. But look at the way these builds are built all up over the top of this little water. They're putting themselves in a good spot, but I am worried about Cammy down there.
Yeah, there's so many people down there. Actually, I thought that the zone was going to pull off the mountain even more significantly, but like Shinken has found, like so many have found, it's going to come back up. There's no way that there's no direction that this zone is going to pull that isn't up, unless it. I mean, even that zone that pulls north, it's going up elevation and then staying a little bit flat, but it still could pull back up or back down in the next one. This is one of the most difficult zones I think we've ever seen.
And a very interesting fact to come out, a winner of every FNCS for Europe is competing today. Janice, Andilix, Nate, Wakey, Snappy, and Shinken.
Janice, the Invitational winner, Andalex and Nate, Duos winner, Snappy, the Squads winner, Shinken, the Trios winner. Every single iteration. Just interesting going into this finals. Shinken has not made a very big splash in terms of solos until today. This is the first time I'm seeing him in a set lobby stage. Fell short in the reboot round, unfortunately, during the FNCS Invitationals. But even back to duos, struggling quite a bit since the World Cup days. Lots of launch pads, lots of crash pads to get over the danger we talked about. And there's Janice in the mid-ground layer, but so many other people. There's Thomas HD. I wonder, against Frey right now, he does have Kit's shockwave launcher. He does have Kit's loot, and he'll have to use it. He'll have to reveal, and only 2 more shots. He gets in the zone, though, but no materials. If he survives off of this is a wonder. Has to get an impact, but also has to taste the risk of losing the shockwave launcher. There it is. How many materials? It's only 15 builds. Thankfully, a couple more rockets. He'll pop a pepper. And also the chug splashes to stay alive in this one and continue forward. It's going up the mountain for sure, and there's a catch for Thomas HD.
What a find. He has to be careful, though, with that low match, especially with it going up and down the mountain. He's going to run out. He needs to find that frag, and it's too early for him to take that high ground from Tuck. Like we see him up there now. Cammy in your screen as well is still in this game as well. 14 HP. Thomas is actually going for high ground, even though he's got 10 builds. Now down to 2. He's going on to Tux. He's trying to be aggressive. Thomas, I said it was too early, but he says, you know what, Clay? I want to go for it. I want to get this elimination, and I want to get this victory royale. As shots come through, he does take down Tux. The elimination comes through, but yet again, it's only 15 builds.
And a drastic difference. We're in 8 zone with only 6 people left. Thomas HD still going up to the top, and he has the tools necessary, barely inking his way in terms of materials, but it's a long climb up, and I think everybody's spent the mats. There's only one player with the grappler. It's Milan. He's trying to get up desperately, but so difficult. Thomas HD just needs to look down. Zone is going all the way up. He's the only one in. It's over for everybody else, unless for some reason they get the beams. No, they will all fall to zone, and there you go. Thomas HD survives by a thread. Almost had no materials, but he still makes it work.
And Paula, you said you weren't impressed by him, and you know, he's rounding out with the victory royale. I definitely think he's putting himself up into first after that game. He's able to come out of this qualifier on top. I definitely think he would have impressed everybody here today. But we definitely need the analyst to break down that game, so we're going to send it right over to him.